Yeah. Uh, 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 yeah. Uh, uh, yeah. Uh, uh, yeah. What? Yeah. What? Yeah. It's the daily go get 'em is the show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it is? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing. I take an off fast lane, no coasting, and everything is gonna be everything is gonna be everything is gonna be all right. We talking about laser hair removal and dentures tonight. Dentures and hair removal. That's what we're talking about tonight on the Daily Go Get 'Emism show. And you might be asking yourself, yo, oh, come on, what you doing? What are you doing? I know that you've talked about everything from Mary Janes to airplanes, from space to the different race, from the depths of the sea to the heights of the sky. So, how come sun, dentures, and laser removal? Why? Because I was thinking about something. Y'all know I'm prejudiced. I am prejudiced. I don't like cosmetic surgery. I'm always talking about there's another way, there's a better way. You should not let a doctor invade your skin, go inside your body, open up your cavity for any other reasons that are not life-threatening. But I realize that I don't know everything and I don't feel the way everybody else feels. And I don't have the ability to control the emotions or the actions of anybody else's except for my own for the most part. I can control some people, but not everybody. But the bottom line is, you know, I know that I can lack sympathy, empathy, and understanding in some things. And cosmetic surgery is one of those things that I'm pretty hard against. I'm like, come on, man. And there are reasons why I'm against cosmetic surgery. I'm against cosmetic surgery because number one, it can be dangerous. It's not always safe. Most of the times, 9 times out of 10, it's not safe. That's why they make you wait months and months and months, up to a year, in order for you to get it a lot of times. There's something to that. Meanwhile, they're milking your insurance or your pockets along the way. So it's expensive. It's costly and it can be dangerous. Anytime you go under the knife, there's a danger that it won't go right. That's why a lot of people get second opinions before they get surgeries. And those are for life-threatening procedures. So volunteering to go under the knife just so you can look a certain kind of way is a little strange to me. The other reason that I'm against cosmetic surgery is because it don't stop. And here's what people don't understand. When you get cosmetic surgery, doctors try to make everything that they work on symmetrical. So if you get your breasts done, they try to make your breasts symmetrical. They try to make them even. They try to make them balanced. All women looking at this show, listening to this show, know that one titty is bigger than the other titty. I don't care if they are big, small, or medium. One titty is bigger than the other titty. One eye socket is bigger than the other eye socket. One hand is bigger than the other hand. One arm is bigger and stronger than the other arm. Leg, anything you have two of, you have one that's different from the other. But what do surgeons try to do? Say the hell with nature and make it exactly the same. They're going to weigh this exactly the same, and they're going to try to cut or sculpt it to look exactly the same. And you're going to say, yeah, this is the way it should be. But guess what? Nature says, no, that's not the way I wanted it to be. And that's not the way I'm going to let it be. So when you get cosmetic surgery, breast surgery, butt surgery, stomach, tummy tuck, even weight loss surgery, nature does what it's supposed to do. It doesn't really ask you or care about what your opinion of it is. So the best way to go against nature is to manipulate it by diet and exercise, because that actually works. Nature is actually in tune with that, and it agrees with it. It agrees with it. It doesn't agree with your surgery. So a lot of people, a lot of women who get breast augmentations or even breast reductions, they wind up hating the way that it looks later on. So what happens? That now you got to get another surgery. Now you got to go get it touched up in a few years. Not a long time down the line. I'm talking about maybe 2, 3, no more than 5 years. It starts looking funny. It starts looking worse than it did when you got the surgery done. And now you're going to have to pay more. All right, listen, I'm not here to talk about all of the negativity that comes along with cosmetic surgery, but I was trying to think about some cosmetic procedures that may not involve surgery, but may have a really big impact on the way that you look, and that may be actually safe and what I would consider to be understandable. Now, I've only picked out dentures and laser hair removal. You may know some other ones that you think are necessary, and I'm open to hearing about it. We're all open to hearing about them tonight on the Daily Go Getimism show. So that's what we talking about. We talking about dentures and dentures and dentures and laser hair removal. Do you know anybody who ever got laser hair removal? I don't know anybody who ever got laser hair removal, but I've heard people talk about getting it, but I don't know anybody who actually did it. Laser hair removal is when they do a procedure to inhibit the growth of hair in a particular place that you don't want hair to grow anymore. So for women, it might be under their chin. It might be on their chest or something like that. Might be on their face. Maybe, some women rock a little mustache. You got a little hair. And for some women, it's a little sexy. It ain't bad. And some women, it's like, hey, yo, man, you got to shake that thing up. Here, I'm a trim mine, and then I'm gonna trim yours. Since you don't want to shave the thing off. Talking about, how people be saying, when you shave your hair, it grows back thicker. By the way, that's not necessarily true. It just grows back. It's not like you can start shaving a part of your face that doesn't grow any hair and it's going to just start growing hair. That's what I think about when people say, well, if you shave it off, then it grows back thicker. I'm imagining the hair getting shaved off and being like, I'm going to get all my boys to come back too. Give me a few days. Well, it doesn't really work that way, but I understand. So, like, if you're like a model, and maybe even when you shave successfully, it may leave marks. Like, you see this? Like, the hair doesn't even grow here very much anymore. But because I've shaved it, because I've trimmed it so many times, now there's a trim line here. So I could understand how a woman wouldn't want that, because it may look like that is a place where hair is growing when there's actually no hair there. So I could understand some situations where laser hair removal may work for some women, maybe with what they call bikini lines, panty. I don't know, places like that. If you have to take bikini photos and you don't want unsightly hair, or the photographers don't want unsightly hair, if it has an impact on your bottom line, your financial situation, I mean, whether I understand or not, I get it. You got to do this in order to get this money, in order for you to win these competitions, in order for people to come and solicit you. this is what you got to do. This is what you got to do. What up, Carol Chamberlain? Me friend, me favorita, Stacy White. Thanks for coming through tonight. Yo, Care Bear. Yo, thanks for the share. And Shirley Cheryl, the world's most precious and greatest pearl of the world. Good to see you, girl. Carol Chamberlain says, I have a friend who had to get dentures because of mouth cancer. So the denture part was necessary. Listen, Carol, I've known people who have gotten dentures and they weren't old. Some people didn't take good care of their teeth, and some people had accidents, car accidents, whatever accidents that knocked out their teeth or chipped them up really bad. So whereas they was looking crazy around the mouth. Now, listen, my teeth ain't perfect. I'm missing a side tooth here, and I'm missing a side tooth here, right in the same areas. It's like God didn't mean for me to have those two teeth. I don't know. And y'all know I brush every day. I've made videos about brushing and oil pulling and all that kind of stuff. So I take care of my teeth. It doesn't mean that your teeth won't get damaged. It doesn't mean that you won't get hurt or something won't happen for you to lose your teeth. And if you're really self-conscious about losing a teeth, like let's say you lose your two front teeth, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So you might get caps, you might get a bridge, you do whatever is necessary in order for you to look a little bit more sightly around the mouth. You don't want to be looking unsightly around the mouth. And we all know people that we grew up with or met or whatever that had extra rows of teeth, and they shit was looking all crazy. They shit was looking crazy growing up. Now that wouldn't be a need for dentures, but they may get some dental work done. And dental work is cosmetic surgery. It is cosmetic. It is a cosmetic procedure. It may not necessarily involve surgery, but it is a cosmetic procedure, and there's no way around it. Cosmetic procedures are medical procedures that have more to do with how something looks than the way it performs. But if you don't have any teeth, I don't care if you didn't brush or you had gum disease or something like that. If you don't have any teeth, not only may you look crazy, but you also may not be able to eat certain things. And you know what? Have any of you ever had a tooth that was irritated, maybe rotted or something like that prevented you from chewing on that side of your mouth? Or if you had a toothache that you were managing, but the tooth was soft on that side, and it was so you had to eat everything on your right side or your left side because the other side it was no dice. Or maybe your teeth were going through a situation where it was sensitive to things that were either too hot or cold, so you couldn't eat water ice or ice cream or cold water or anything like that. I mean, come on, it can start to mess with your quality of life. So I get it. So I'm not against dentures or whatever. Plus, they're safe. Dentures you can take out, put back in. It's not going to hurt you. Actually, having rotted teeth and all of that can really do you bad. It can get into your bloodstream, and it has a direct effect on your cardiovascular system. So you messing around having a heart attack, breathing issues, and all of that because of your tooth. And I don't know if y'all know, but each one of your teeth is linked to an organ in your body. Did you know that? That's why herbalists and naturopaths talk about oil pulling so much. Each tooth in your mouth is linked to a particular organ in your body. So you may be having some type of health issues going on, and it may have more to do with what's going on in your mouth than what's actually happening as a result of the damage of some organ. So maybe one of your teeth led to one of your organs malfunctioning. So So. Yeah, Carol says radiation caused the collapse of the teeth. Radiation definitely can cause your teeth to fall out. Now, here it is. You going through cancer. You going through the stress and the worry of your mortality. You might make it through that, or while you're going through that, now your teeth done fell out. Fell out. Out. And that's the thing about your teeth falling out. You can't put them back in. Ain't no teeth weaves. You can't get no tooth braids. All right. So that's what we're talking about tonight. Let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752 with this your daily. The Daily Go Getterism Show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. I am your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Getterism Show, all up in your area. Hump Day Wednesday. I was born on a Wednesday. Hump Day Wednesday. I was born on a Hump Day Wednesday. I was born on a Wednesday. It doesn't mean that the other days that you was born there is something I would have to warn you against because they are just as good. But I was born on a Wednesday like today. So let's get it popping, y'all. Let's get it popping. Dentures and laser hair removal. All right, let me explain to y'all a little bit about laser hair removal. Let me give y'all a little overview for those of y'all who don't think about laser hair removal a lot. And I have to admit, I don't. Now, this is an article by the Mayo Clinic. The Mayo Clinic is an online, like, medical information website. And so here's what it has to say about laser hair removal. Laser hair removal is a medical procedure that uses a concentrated beam of light to remove unwanted hair. During laser hair removal, a laser emits a light that is absorbed by the pigment melanin in the hair. The light energy is converted to heat, which damages the tube-shaped sacs within the skin, hair follicles, that produce hairs. This damage inhibits or delays the future hair growth. It delays future hair growth. Although laser hair removal effectively delays hair growth for long periods, it usually doesn't result in permanent hair removal. Multiple laser hair removal treatments are needed for initial hair removal, and maintenance treatments might be needed as well. Laser hair removal is most effective for people who have light skin and dark hair, but it can be successfully used on all skin types. Now, that's something that we need to take into consideration. That's a very important part. It works best or is most effective for people who have light skin or dark hair. Light skin and dark hair, but it can be successfully used on all skin types. In other words, they're trying to tell you, yo, chocolate. You may not need it at all, or you may want to consider something else. You may not need it at all, black man, or you may consider something else. Now, here's why it's done. They say it's done. Laser hair removal is used to reduce unwanted hair. Common treatment in locations include, now there's the cosmetic part, legs, armpits, upper lip, chin, and the bikini line. However, it's possible to treat unwanted hair in nearly any area, except the eyelid or surrounding area. Skin with tattoos should not be treated either. So all y'all tatted up people, don't do it. Hair color and skin type influence the success of hair removal, of laser hair removal. The basic principle is that the pigment of the hair, but not the pigment of the skin, should absorb the light. The laser should damage only the hair follicle while avoiding damage to the skin. Therefore, a contrast between hair and skin color, dark hair and light skin, results in the best outcomes. Get it? The risk of damage to skin is greater when there is little contrast between hair and skin color. So, like if you're white and you got blonde hair, this ain't a good look. If you're dark and you got black hair, that's not a good that's not a good look. Okay, but advances in laser technology have made laser hair removal an option for people who have darker skin. Laser hair removal is less effective for hair colors that don't absorb light well, like gray, red, blonde, and white. However, laser options for light-colored hair continue to be developed. Here are the risks. Risks of side effects vary from skin type, hair color, treatment plan, and adherence to pre-treatment and post-treatment care. The most common side effects of laser hair removal include skin irritation, temporary discomfort, redness, and swelling are possible after laser hair removal. Any signs and symptoms typically disappear within several hours. Pigment changes. Laser hair removal might darken or lighten the affected skin. These changes might be temporary or permanent. Skin lightening primarily affects those who don't avoid sun exposure before or after treatment and those who have darker skin. Rarely, laser hair removal can cause blistering, crusting, scarring, or other changes in skin texture. Other rare side effects include graying of treated hair or excessive hair growth around treated areas, particularly on darker skin. Laser hair removal isn't recommended for eyelids, eyebrows, or surrounding areas due to the possibility of severe eye injury. What y'all know? What you know? All right. So hopefully I've enlightened you a little bit, educated y'all a little bit more on laser hair removal. Like I said, I don't know anybody who has used it, but I was thinking about laser hair removal for some dudes who have gone bald, like me, who don't want to shave, or people or dudes who can't really grow a beard. So they, you get tired of shaving your face. I listen. I can't speak for all men, but I'll say this for me and men who feel the way that I do. Shaving is a pain in the ass. It is. When I didn't have any hair on my face, when I was shaving my face clean with just a mustache, life was easier. When you gotta start shaping up, now you gotta become a barber. You gotta start getting your shit right. Right now, I swear, in the past couple of weeks, I've been thinking about cutting my shit off because I'm making it thinner, and I didn't want it to be thinner. I want my shit thick. But this side don't grow thick like this side does. This side don't give me no problems. It don't. But I wind up, because this is my left side, and I'm right-handed, I wind up messing up this side more often. This side don't want to go thick. I can get it, like you see the line is here. I can get it to about here. But then it'd be light. So I could understand how a man would be like, man, you know what I mean? I just want to keep this hair off my face. Some men can't shave. I don't know what it is. Maybe they have bad eye-hand coordination, can't use mirrors, whatever the case may be. But it's a pain to have to shape up your beard. And not all men know how to do it, or they don't do it. And to me, they running around here looking all scraggly, looking like a bunch of Curtis Mayfields and Isaac Hayeses and Grady from San Francisco. I don't know. Niggas do what they do. I ain't doing that. I might be a Muslim, but I'll never ever grow the big long beard. I ain't doing it. All praise is due to Allah. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. So, but I could understand how you would just be like, listen, how come we can't just get this thing to go away for good? Well, as you can see, even with laser hair removal, there are risks that are involved, and there are circumstances where it might not even be that effective. So you might as well wait, let me see how much this thing costs. Because that's the other thing about a laser hair removal. Well, about cosmetic procedures that we don't always take into consideration. But you'll take it into consideration when you take it into consideration when it's time to pay for it. How much it costs. Now they have laser hair removal, home laser hair removal kits and stuff like that. Let me see. And they don't seem to cost a whole lot. I see one for $40. All of them cost. The highest one that I see for the at home joint is 5804, and that's on Temu. I don't know. 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 Like on this site, it's not giving me a good idea of how much they cost. They want you to click on these things so you can see. I'm not doing that. We're not doing all that. We're not doing all that. I'm getting pop-ups and all kinds of shit. I'm not about that life. I ain't about it. I ain't about it. The heck with all of this. How much does laser hair removal cost? I don't know. Okay. Okay. I see something here. It says the average price of laser hair removal procedures is between $125 and $1,000, but there are possible expenses more that should be reviewed when they going to get you in there, and you're going to pay for all of this stuff that's not even part of the procedure. You're going to pay for the stuff leading up to it. You know what I mean? You might have to have somebody come in and massage your head or wherever. Like, yeah, I'm gonna come and feel on your titties before we get this off your chest, man. I mean, you don't want to, you don't want no hairy titties, so I gotta feel on them. This is how we prep you for the procedure. You gotta prep you. This is part of the prep. Let me know if you start feeling good. Then we have to take off our clothes. But it's the procedure. It's the procedure. You took off your shirt. Let me know if it's time to take off mine. Anyway, so when thinking about any cosmetic procedure, you want to put a lot of thought into it. You want to think about how things are going to affect you later on. Is it going to cost me more money, more time? Um, are there health risks that are involved when I'm thinking about getting this procedure? You want to take those things into consideration. Uh, Cheryl Hudson says, I remember I had to get my wisdom teeth pulled because they couldn't fit in my mouth without hurting. That happens to a lot of people. Cheryl says, They said my mouth was too small. Imagine that. I got all 4 pulled at once. Wow. Carol says, Cheryl, I had to get my wisdom teeth removed too. I don't understand why we have them only to have them removed. Listen, man, they say God don't make mistakes. So he did that on purpose. Carol says, glad I have never had to go that route. I'm glad I don't have excess hair on my face or other body parts. Yeah, you are lucky, because as women get older, they start to get more testosterone, and they get more hormonal testosterone. Men get more estrogen, which is why it becomes harder for men later on in life, in their later years in life. It gets harder for them to lose weight. It gets harder for them to build muscle. They start to become not as rigid, not as strong in their beliefs, their stance on certain things. I ain't saying they start acting like bitches. And I ain't saying that women start acting like men, but because women produce more testosterone in their body as they get older, actually explains why they live longer than men. Testosterone is the good hormone. It's the hormone that keeps you straight. It's the hormone that keeps you healthy. It's the hormone that keeps you immune. Estrogen is the stress hormone. It's the worry hormone. It's the hormone. But that's just the hormone. That's not to say that all women act that way. But it is actually an explanation for how come so many women outlive men. Men stop producing as much testosterone, and women start producing more testosterone. So we start to switch roles. So women are growing more hair in places where they might not want to grow hair, and men start losing hair. Even though that doesn't make sense, because you would think that estrogen would make your hair grow longer, but evidently it's not responsible for that hormone necessarily. Even though they say that hair loss and baldness is a trait of your mother. Like, you get that from your mom, not your dad. So your mother's side of the family. Look, on my mom's side of the family, I didn't have a chance. Nothing but baldness when they got older on that side of the family. It is what it is. It is what it is. My dad had a full head of hair. He did. He did. All right. Carol says most cosmetic procedures are very expensive. Facts. And Carol says if it's on that site, it probably doesn't work. Carol says, "Oh well, you wrong for that." Well, I ain't say nothing. I haven't spoken. I haven't dissed one person, and I haven't spoken one untruth. Not yet. We still got time. All right, Cheryl says, cracking the hell up. Really? What if it was another man? What if it ain't? And I say it ain't. Y'all don't know nothing. Y'all don't know nothing. Y'all don't know nothing. Carol says, I've always had a slight mustache from childhood. It never got any thicker. See? That's because you had testosterone in your system when you was younger. You probably used to like to climb trees and run around being a little tomboy. Then some boy probably came along and kissed your lips, and he turned on your fire, baby. Yeah, I mean, them little boys got you out of them trees. Carol, come down here and give me a hug, baby. Okay. Carol said, that's true. I was a tomboy. All right. But anyway, so let me talk about, listen, man, dentures, like we were talking about, people who got radiation, people going through people going through cancer treatments, people who have been in car accidents. I know people who have gotten car accidents, knocked out the whole fronts, knocked their fronts all the way out. I've known people who were victims of violent acts, like robberies or whatever, got hit with a well, my jaw was broken in 2001, and it didn't knock out any of my teeth. I thought that was weird. Like, how you break a jaw without knocking out a tooth? Well, I didn't lose any teeth from that, but I did wind up having to get a root canal. These I think these two teeth right here, I had to get a root canal. I'd never gotten anything like that before, and they removed one wisdom tooth back here. They said if that wisdom tooth would have been, if my wisdom teeth would have been intact, then my jaw wouldn't have gotten broken. So I'm saying that to say, like, them cats ain't really have hands. And don't get it twisted. No, I ain't get my jaw broke by no one dude. You know what I mean? It took multiple cats. They hit me with a bat or a 2x4, whatever it was. It was hard and it was wooden, and they gave it to me twice. Boop! Oh, you ain't going down? You still fighting? Well, take this here. Boop! And my jaw was broken. I was like, I'm looking in the mirror. I'm like, it don't look like nothing wrong, but that thing felt like it was just hanging. It felt like it was just hanging. I'm looking in the mirror. I'm like, nothing looked like it was. that thing was offline. It was offline. I probably, if I ain't go get it fixed, I probably would have been like that. I really been talking out the side of my mouth. Like, look, y'all need to be talking all that old crazy shit. Y'all be talking all that old crazy shit. That old cry. Why y'all be talking like that? Why out of here, nigga? Carol said, I can't imagine that, Omar. I would have been scared. Well, you don't really have a lot of time to be scared when you're fighting for your life. And I don't know if they was trying to take my life or not. But I know I wasn't going out like that. That's all I know. Let me tell it, I was winning the fight. Getting rolled on. Listen, I've been rolled on a few times in my life. So it wasn't like this was something I wasn't used to. But I was fighting them niggas. I had them on the run. No bullshit. I know them niggas like, what is this dude doing? That was 2001. Much as I used to work out in 2001, much shit as I used to talk, I was like, man, I wish somebody would. Well, watch what you wish for, because they did. So, and no, I don't know what it was about. I never got any information on it. I don't know what that was about. I have my suspicions, and I think one day it will come out. But I never found out the truth about that. Anyway, Cheryl said, wow, so the wisdom teeth was the savior of your mouth. They are good for something. No, if it wasn't for if the wisdom teeth had been out, then my jaw wouldn't have gotten broken at all. That's what I was told. It was the wisdom teeth that actually was the antagonist for my jaw breaking. So I would have probably just had a sore jaw, but it wouldn't have broken. That's what they told me. So I had to have my jaw wired for six. They said 6 to 8 weeks. I was so tired. I was so tired of sipping through a straw. I was so tired, man. I was blending up. Listen, I was blending up shit. It was so trifling, man. Because at that time, I was still drinking. It was. So imagine a nigga going to Crown Fried Chicken. I swear, God is my witness. As my girl is my witness. God is my witness. My mom is my witness. Each and every nigga that I know, my people's. This is back when I was popular with people. You know what I mean? I wasn't the lone wolf that I am now. I'm drinking my vodka. I can't drink no solids because I can't open my mouth. My shit wired shut. By the way, you want to lose weight? You want to drop 30 pounds in 6 weeks? Easily? Wire your jaw. But I used to go to Crown Fried Chicken, blend my shit up. You know, when you're young, even though I was 30, I was 30 at the time. You're young. You are energetic. You think you know everything. I'm going there blending up Crown Fried Chicken, thinking that it's going to somehow taste the way I want it to taste in the blender, and trying to sip it through this tooth right here. Because while my jaw is wired, it's really wired in the front, so I could sip here. Well, let me just tell y'all that it's almost impossible to sip chicken through a straw, whether it's blended up or not. It's almost impossible to drink anything. And I tried blending up everything. Those were the days. That was the longest 6 weeks of my life. And then but anyway, I could have lost my teeth. And it could have been on some other shit. You know, I know that there's no way I was going to walk around with the front of my mouth looking all crazy. No way. So I was lucky. Not everybody's lucky. Cheryl says, but here you are, loving that straw again. Yeah, Carol, talking about some no shit, Sherlock. I don't think you understand. When you want to eat and you can't eat. Now, I could drink. So now, there's no solids on my stomach. So guess what happens when I'm drinking 3 shots of vodka with some Minute Maid fruit punch or berry punch? Guess how drunk I'm getting? It was bad, man. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. It really was. That was bad. Shit was fucked outside. So, but I can understand why a person would get dentures. I do. Now, other cosmetic procedures like for the teeth, because dental work is a cosmetic procedure, and that's why it costs a different. That's why it's on a different medical plan than your health plan. You got to get a dental plan. Now, what I don't understand is how come you got to get a different eye plan? Like your eyes ain't on your damn regular body. The teeth are too, but You got to be able to see. How is being... You got to be able to see. They're like, yeah, you got to be able to see, but you don't need no $500 frames. I agree. But shoot, the lenses alone cost a lot of money. It costs a lot of money. All right. So, by the way, are there any other cosmetic procedures that y'all can think about that are safe and that y'all consider to be necessary? You know, the ones that came to my mind was laser hair removal, even though I think laser hair removal may not be 100% necessary, but at least it's pretty safe. And at least you know exactly what the risks are. You're not going to die. You're not going to die. That's why I support the whole dentures and laser hair removal thing. Because there's no way you're going to die. You're not going to die. They don't have to open you up. All you have to do is open your mouth. For dentures. For women who get laser hair removal, they might have to open their legs or something like that if you're removing bikini. I don't know. They ain't going to die. You're not going to die. You're not going to die. It's not going to have any effect on your long-term health the same way as people who get BBLs had breast reductions or enhancements. You know, that Kanye mom died over that shit. And I heard that Steve Harvey's wife, his current wife, got really, really sick over some breast enhancement shit, a procedure. I don't know. I'm not sure about that, but I heard something like that. I read something about that. Cheryl Hudson says, I don't know how safe eye surgery is. Yeah, you're right. Because my mom lost her eye getting cataract surgery. She lost her right eye over cataract surgery. It got infected, and she almost lost her life over cataract surgery. Had she not known, like, yo, something is going crazy. She said she was seeing her eye bleed on the inside with the patch still over it. So yeah, eye surgery, like even outpatient procedures don't always go right. That's why surgeries, like, I don't want to do no surgeries. There are cosmetic procedures that don't involve surgery. Carol says, I had cataracts removed. God bless you. Carol says, I'm good with the size of my breast. God bless you again. But yeah, I'm sure there are other cosmetic procedures out there that are probably safe and that don't involve surgery. I just can't think of any. I mean, people might consider color contacts to be cosmetic procedures. They do change your appearance, don't they? They don't involve any surgery. You know. Okay, Carol says cataract surgery wasn't bad for me. That's good. That's good. Yeah, but like I said, my mom lost her eye permanently. Can't get it back. She's left eye for real. Shout out to my mama. I wasn't trying this, but she is left eye for real. She can't depend on herself. She don't need anybody else to be on her back like that. To be on her back like that. Oh, you know what's up? What's up? Girl, you know I like it. Ooh, what's up? What's up? What's up? Don't go chasing waterfalls. My mama understands. She good with that. Sometimes I don't even be remembering that she don't. She got to stay away from night driving though. She ain't got no business driving at night. No night drive. Like right now, no car action for you. No. You got to be transported. We don't want that. We don't want that. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the. It's real, son. It's real. It's real. Damn, man. We have a caller on the line on Blog Talk, but we can't take callers if you only knew. But what I can do, I can try. Caller on the line. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call you from my phone, but I'm gonna block my number. So if you get a private number call or whatever, if you accept that, then just know it's me. So let's see how this goes. Wait a minute. I think I goofed that up. Let me try this again. Let's try it again. Okay. It says that your phone is busy. So you might have to hang up in order for me to call that number. Try it again. Okay, so they hung up. They got a home phone? Let me see.
Is this the pizza guy?
Well. What have we here? What have we here?
Hey, yeah, you know what? I'm a guy like you, man. I hate elective surgery. People should avoid surgery at all costs, unless they actually have to undergo the knife. Sorry to hear about your mom.
Yeah, she's okay though. You know, it actually happened. Shoot, over about 14 years ago. When
Yeah, but still cataracts. Yeah, I mean, look, everybody puts their faith in, the surgeons. I always think of eye surgery as being especially delicate, probably right next to heart surgery and brain surgery. But when people have cataracts and undergo, what do they call it? I forget. It's similar to cataracts.
Oh,
you have to have something done.
Yeah, you talk. Now you got me forgetting it.
Maculation or something, elation, something around that. Sounds something like that.
Yeah.
It's not optical something or other, but I know I'll probably remember it as soon as I get off the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I see that you got the go-getimism in there again. Yeah, now it's going to be easier to find you if somebody wants to find you.
Yeah, I put it back in there. I took the advice. I said I don't want to be hard to find. I'm not trying to hide the show. That's for sure.
Yeah, you're unique. You're the only guy I know is crazier than me without being actually crazy. So that's a good thing. There's a lot of people who are crazier than me, but they're really crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, the jury's still out on that with some people,
Hey, you want to hear crazy? Look, if you're not busy on Friday, I'm going to be moderating a debate between two guys talking about the Constitution. So
Really?
if you never heard anybody moderate, the way I moderate, I shut people down. I mean, they've only got 3 minutes left to talk, and after that, they can't talk unless until the other person finishes.
Okay.
So that's the way I run. So it's going to be at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and it's going to be on the Conservative Nation Radio, CNM, CNR, CN Conservative Nation Media.
Okay.
I forget which network I belong to.
Is that on Blog Talk or what is it? Is it a website or what is it? Where is it?
No, it's on BTR. It's on BTR.
Mm-hmm.
So, so anybody like in your audience if they're interested in politics, so I'll let you know about that. And I like to moderate a certain type of way. I call it interrogatory moderation, being an interrogatory moderator.
Mm-hmm.
And the way when I do hold my show, that's the way I do it. I shut people down because if they ramble on, you can't do that on my show. I get down to nitty gritty. So
you seem like the type that would be willing to shut it down quick.
Oh God, you get that right. I don't like bullshit. I don't like rambling. I don't like meandering. Just get to the goddamn point.
I get dig it.
Please get to the point. So I'm thinking actually having a show like yours where I don't have to have anybody call in. Just get on YouTube, and take a look at the chat.
Well, as soon as I'm able to get callers again, I'm gonna do it. But because of my setup here, that's the only reason I'm not taking that. I can't take callers. It's not that I don't want to. I just can't do it. My equipment won't allow me to do it. So. Yeah, it's somehow the apps are crossing each other, and because I'm using one mic for two apps, I think it used to work. It used to for years it worked perfectly. Now it won't. So I don't know what's going on. But I think YouTube changed their platform for you to not be able to do it.
Maybe. Hey, were you one of the ones of the hundreds that were affected a couple of weeks ago when BT shut down shows for about 2 or 3 days?
Nah.
You put their show on the air?
No, that didn't happen.
That's what happened.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, you talk about BTR messing up. Look, can your audience hear you, or am I taking?
Yeah. They can hear me and you now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they can't hear it from my PC. So, but they can hear everything away from it. So I don't know what it is. I don't know. It wasn't like that until this year. It was never like that, as you know. So I don't know what's going on. But listen, I gotta get ready to get out of here. But listen, if you call in again, we'll do it this way.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
I had to call because I've got problems with my app too, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, go. I'll talk to you.
All right.
Take it easy, man.
All right, man. Peace.
Bye-bye.
All right, y'all. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious September 13th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box, Kim Jones Stevens. And she's raising money for Friends for Life Foundation. Happy birthday to you. And also, Angel loves to sing. I'm sorry, 52 years old today. And Takesha McIntyre, no relation. But what up, cuz? Turning 39 years old today. And also Dolores, living life to the fullest. turning 55 years old today, and Angela Dominguez turning 43 years old today, and Theodore Smith turning 42 years old today, and Philly Mo, happy birthday to you, and Robin moving in the right direction. Berean grew up right around the corner from me. My girl, happy birthday to you, and last but not least, my girl Davita Carter turning 54 years old today. I want to say, happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that the day finds you all a good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. As that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious September 13th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it to the damn, the rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn thing, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. Anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, listen, yo, check, remember, yo, listen, check. Laser hair removal, cosmetic surgery. I'm sorry. Laser hair removal and dentures. What we doing? Those are the safest cosmetic procedures that I can think of. I'm sure that once we get off of the show, you guys will probably think about a more that can be done. I know that looking good or looking sightly is important to people, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with trying to look your best. Now, we sometimes go to extremes in order to make that happen, but I would suggest that you keep it as safe as possible. Cosmetic procedures are expensive. They have long-term damaging effects, and they can affect you in ways that you haven't even thought of, dealing with your emotional and mental health. And that's a conversation that a lot of us are not ready to talk about, especially the people that are spending thousands for a BBL, thousands for a BBL, thousands for a BBL. You are sick as hell. Nah, I can tell. But hanging down, you can hang around. That's crazy. You had to put the money down. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night for another Daily Go Get It Business show. So make sure y'all come through. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. And so Blog Talk, we gonna get you out of here. Yeah. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobas. 1, 2, I can see you, my